To get her daughter married into the Eastern Palace, my stepmother switched the fate tokens on the day my stepsister and I were to be wed. My stepsister took my Phoenix fate token and entered the Eastern Palace as the crown princess, and I was forced to marry a barbarian in a political alliance.
The bride is arriving.
The auspicious hour has come. The crown prince and princess bow to heaven and earth.
Stop. This marriage is a sham. You can't go through with it. She's not. She's not the true phoenix bearer. I am. You've all been deceived by her.
Sister. Ever since we were kids, anything you wanted, I gave it to you. Why? Today you have to steal my husband too.
Stealing the groom on the wedding day.
Since my sister doesn't believe me, then I'll take the child in my belly and die to prove my innocence.
No.
Your Highness, I was planning to tell you this good news on our wedding night, but my sister...
Guards. Take this woman who faked the prophecy and tried to harm the royal heir, shave her head, disfigure her face, stuff her into the marriage palanquin, and send her to the barbarians. She is never to set foot in the capital again.
I didn't harm her. You're wronging me. I'll haunt you all even as a ghost. What is this?
By order of the Khan, I am here to marry a noble lady of Daliang.
On the wedding day.
Eldest miss, what are you doing here?
Oh heavens, then the one who got on the Eastern Palace palanquin was Rugia. Why is Jingshu still here? If this is a mistake, it's a crime of deceiving the emperor. Jingshu, have you lost your mind? How dare you give up the position of crown princess? Even if you didn't want to marry the prince, you can't force your sister to take your place. Defying the imperial decree means execution.
There you go again. Trying to get the first word in. You want to pin the crime of defying the decree and fleeing the marriage firmly on me. What are you saying, mother? Last night, you had me drink the farewell wine with my sister. I drank it and passed out. When I woke up, my sister was gone. My wedding dress was gone too.
Jingshu. Damn it. It must be you, woman, who drugged Jingshu. Stole the fortune slip, so your own daughter could marry into the Eastern Palace and live in luxury.
I kindly arranged the marriage, and now I'm the criminal. I treated you like my own daughter. Why would I harm you?
Why did this fabric change color?
Luminous brocade. It changes color when exposed to knockout drugs. This is the luminous brocade gifted by His Majesty. It changes color when it meets knockout drugs.
Mother, this sleeve. Last night, the wine you were carrying splashed on it. Why did you do this?
Guards. Quickly summon Director Zhang from the Imperial Medical Academy to examine this.
Director Zhang, please.
Lady Lu. This play has only just begun.
This is the Western region's drunken immortal powder. Its potency is fierce. It directly damages the heart meridian. Shoo girl. It's a miracle you woke up midway. I'll write a prescription. Take it for now, but the damage to your heart may be hard to heal.
Mother, why did you want to harm me? Father is away on duty, but he is still a third-rank official. If you wanted to ask for a favor for my sister, before the emperor, it would only take a word. Now my sister secretly swapped the fortune slip, took my place in the bridal sedan. If the Eastern Palace finds out, that is a crime of deceiving the emperor.
Jingshu, your mother was momentarily foolish. Rugia was terrified of the marriage alliance. But now the bridal sedan has already left. If this gets out, Rugia will surely die. You were raised by the Grand Matriarch since childhood, you know what's proper. Your maternal family is also a noble house. Even if this goes before the emperor, there is room for negotiation. You have always been generous. Why not say you voluntarily gave up your place? Consider it saving your sister's life.
The Xiai family's daughter, how dare you, a lowly maid turned concubine, bully her like this? Voluntary renunciation? It was clearly you mother and daughter scheming to take her place. Jingshu's destiny as a phoenix was something that Rujia, that favored maid, could replace? Treason against the emperor, you'd lose your head 10 times over for that.
Quite the authority you throw around, auntie. Before the master left, he entrusted me with full authority over the household. The marriages of the two girls are naturally for me to decide. A married daughter is like water thrown out. Auntie, meddling in the Shi family's affairs, aren't you afraid of being laughed at?
Then what about my phoenix fate tally? The Imperial Observatory approved my birth chart.
What's yours and what's mine? After all, we're all daughters of the Xie family. Your sister is weak-willed.
In the past life, you stole my fate tally, took my mother's dowry, counting on me not to make a scene. In this life, I'll make you pay back 100-fold.
You dare to keep them for yourselves? Do you believe I'll open the ancestral hall and enforce the family law? I'll tear you apart, you black-hearted wretch.
Matchmaker. Is the wedding envoy still outside the residence?
Yes. Still here.
Prepare my attire. Invite the envoy in. Tell him that Xie's daughter has important matters to inform. My half-sister tried to replace me and marry into the Eastern Palace. I am willing to fulfill the marriage alliance. May I ask, is the Khan's promise still valid?
The warriors of the northern desert care little for such things. It's just that we feel sorry for the lady. If you step into the sedan chair willingly, my father, the Khan, will treat you as his principal consort.
Then it's settled. But before we depart, I ask your highness to do something for me.
The ceremony is complete.
Hold on.
Why is the eldest Miss Xie here? Then who is that bride up in the hall?
Xie Jingshu, why are you here? What is going on here?
Your Majesty, I have come to complete the marriage. Last night, I drank the farewell wine my mother specially prepared. Somehow I fell into a deep sleep. When I woke up in the morning, my wedding dress and jewelry and even the bridal sedan chair were gone.
Crown Prince. When you went to fetch the bride, did you notice nothing unusual?
Father, I saw the woman in the sedan chair holding the Phoenix Fate token. It matched the regulations, so I married her according to custom. I did not lift the veil to look closely.
The fate token? When I woke up, the token box my mother gave me was also missing.
Elder sister kept saying last night she didn't want to marry into the Eastern Palace, and she drank herself into a stupor. This morning, no matter how we called, she wouldn't wake up. The Crown Prince's bridal sedan chair had already arrived at our gate. I really had no choice, so I got into the sedan chair to cover for my sister.
Sister, you've got that backwards. Last night, it was you who clung to mother, crying and making a scene, refusing to marry for peace. You insisted on sleeping in my room. Thinking back now, was it to make it easier to switch my wedding dress and fate token?
Elder sister, how can you wrongly accuse me like this? Rujia only wanted to wait until later and swap identities back with you. That way, I could preserve your reputation. It's all Rujia's fault. If you want to hit me or punish me, go ahead. But please don't say Rujia stole anything.
Since you, Miss Xie, didn't want to marry me, why cause a scene now? Rujia saved you from the predicament. You are ungrateful, and instead you slander her. From today on, I will only recognize Rujia as my wife, since we have already bowed at the ceremony. It is the will of heaven.
Little sister, you truly have my best interests at heart.
Elder sister, what are you saying? We are flesh and blood. How could I ever stand by and watch you marry someone you don't love and live in misery forever? The Crown Prince is as majestic as a dragon and phoenix, the ideal husband every woman dreams of. I also didn't want to disappoint His Highness, nor bring shame to the royal family.
I suppose I misunderstood you, little sister. The moon hides behind heavy curtains, secretly sipping the thick jade dew. I wish to be the sparrow in your highness's palm, nesting every night in the Eastern Palace. This poem is full of tender feelings, easily misleading. Little sister actually has deep feelings for His Highness the Crown Prince. Your Highness, you even gave your personal token to my sister. Your feelings must run deep. Poria, peony, and white attractalodes. Sister, your medicine seems a bit odd.
Oh, this prescription is exactly what my pregnant daughter-in-law uses. Exactly the same.
No, I didn't. Sister, you humiliate me like this. I have no choice but to die to prove my innocence.
Enough. I was unaware that the Crown Prince and the second Miss Sia had already secretly exchanged gifts. And I also didn't know that you were so audacious as to pull a switcheroo right under my nose. I carefully selected for you a fated noble lady. But you dare to, before the wedding, commit such a shameful act with your sister-in-law.
Your son and Rugia are in love. I beg your majesty to bless us.
Nonsense. Xie Jingshu is the phoenix maiden approved by the Imperial Observatory. What is this concubine-born daughter?
Rugia. Quickly, summon the Imperial physician.
Please let me take your pulse.
No, no need. I just ate something bad, that's all.
Sister, you look so pale. Don't hide your illness for fear of treatment.
Oh, this can't be delayed. What if the imperial heir is unwell?
Your Majesty, second Miss Sia is 1 month pregnant.
Pretending to die? You think you're worthy? You and the Crown Prince had secret dealings, and conceived a child in secret, and you still have the nerve to play the virtuous maiden here. Mother drugged me unconscious. Just because you're pregnant with the Crown Prince's child. Afraid the truth would come out, right? Your Highness knew she was pregnant all along, so you allowed her to steal my fate token to marry in my place.
Who do you think you are? You actually think you're the destined Phoenix Maiden? Let me tell you, your fate token is a complete fake. Rugia is the truly chosen one. It was you and your dead mother, consumed by jealousy, who forcibly snatched the title right off Rugia's head. Rugia is kind-hearted, so she let you have it. How dare you slander her like this?
What do you mean by that, Your Highness? First, you had an affair with Jingshu's half-sister. And now you want to pin on Jingshu the crime of deceiving the Emperor? Your Majesty, I beg for your wise judgment. Back then, the Imperial Observatory divined her fate. Jingshu's destiny was personally confirmed by Your Majesty. How could the daughter of that bed-climbing maid ever be worthy of comparison? If Your Highness does not believe, we can perform a public blood test on the fate seal.
No. Rugia, don't be afraid, I'm here. I will prove your innocence and make you the rightful crown princess.
Your Highness, what a thing to say. It makes it seem like Jingshu is the villain. Xie Rugia, you dared to commit such a deceitful substitute marriage, disgracing the family name, and tell your brother-in-law about your disgraceful deeds. You should have known this day would come. Dare to do it but not to own up.
Since Your Highness is so convinced that my half-sister is the true phoenix, and my aunt has suggested a blood test on the fate seal, then let's do it. If it proves otherwise, I am willing to bear the charge of deceiving the Emperor, and suffer 1,000 cuts, without complaint.
Approved. Conduct the test now.
I want to see if Jingshu's blood matches this phoenix tally. Rugia, don't be scared. I will get justice for you today.
Crown Prince, do you see clearly now?
This must be Jingshu's doing. Rugia hasn't been tested yet. Rugia, go show them.
No. I won't do it. Your Majesty, my sister is pressing me step by step, destroying my reputation, and now even this last symbol of my identity, she wants to take it away. I would rather die than suffer such humiliation.
Still deceiving yourself? Who is ruining whose reputation?
I can be tested, but that tally my sister used has already been tested, who knows what's on it. I want a brand new one, a clean fate tally to test. That's only fair.
Did you hear that? Bring a new blank tally. Test it in front of everyone. Look. I told you. Rugia is truly the one who was sent.
A baleful fate appears. An ill omen.
My stomach.
You're talking nonsense. Someone must be framing Rugia. Father. You must believe me, Father. Rugia is innocent.
Ca's concubine-born daughter, Rugia, deceived the emperor, forged the seal, lost her virtue before marriage, plotted against her legitimate elder sister, carries a baleful fate. Her crimes are monstrous. Guards.
She is my wife. She is the crown princess, wedded through proper rites. You cannot take her away.
Unfilial son. Do you have no respect for your emperor and father?
Ca Jingshu, you've been wronged. The royal family has let you down. What do you wish? Speak freely.
Your Majesty is wise. For clearing my name of these false accusations, I am deeply grateful.
You win. Are you happy now? Even if you were really acting on orders, I will never marry you. You vicious little darling. I will never want you in this life.
Wretch.
The northern desert envoy has arrived.
Your Majesty. Where is our bride? My Khan father's bride price fills Vermilion Bird Street. Does Great Liang intend to break the marriage contract?
I am willing to take my sister's place and marry into the northern desert. I beg your Majesty to grant this.
Jingshu, you don't have to.
I beg your Majesty to grant this. Today's events have left me disheartened. Rather than stay in the capital and become a laughingstock, I would rather go to the northern desert to serve Great Liang.
Granted. I will grant you twice the dowry. I bestow upon you the title of...
Hold on, we have seen this noble lady before. Isn't she the bride of your crown prince? How did she become the peace bride? Great Liang is mocking us, the northern desert. Xie Jinshu. Even if you were born with a phoenix destiny, so what? Still no one wants you.
By the Khan above, Emperor of Great Liang, you dare to use a woman cursed with a deadly fate to send for peace? This is not a marriage alliance at all. This is to curse our Mobe royal court, to cut off the fate of our northern desert.
Envoy, calm your anger. The matter of this woman bearing a deadly fate was only verified today. I was not aware before. I have ordered her immediate arrest and severe punishment. There is no intention to harm the relations between our two countries, and certainly no wish to curse your nation.
In that case, this cursed little darling, we will absolutely not take away. Please, your Majesty, designate another one, pure, noble peace bride.
I am willing to go.
Good, Xie Jingshu, fearless in danger, deeply understanding of righteousness. At this critical moment, you can sacrifice yourself for the greater good of both nations. I am very gratified. To preserve the friendship between Great Liang and the Northern Desert, and to demonstrate the sincerity of our peace alliance, I today publicly adopt you as my righteous daughter, and bestow the title Zhaohua. From now on, you shall enjoy the honor of a legitimate princess of Great Liang. Hear my decree. All the peace procession and dowry shall be at the highest standard for a legitimate princess of Great Liang, granted double. To show Great Liang utmost respect for the Khan of the Northern Desert, never let those petty people look down on us.
Your subject, Zhaohua. Thanks, Your Majesty, for your great grace.
Zhaohua. Princess Zhaohua. What the Northern Desert seeks to marry is a true daughter of heaven. Princess Zhaohua, dignified and noble, of high status, far surpassing that cursed criminal woman 100 times, 1,000 times. This marriage alliance, the Northern Desert Court gladly accepts. On behalf of my king, I thank His Majesty, the Emperor of Great Liang, for his grace. May our two nations forever be allies and never see war again. Father, why? Xie Jingshu is nothing but a woman who caused her own mother's death, a vicious jinx. She stole everything from Rugia.
Your Highness, I have a question in my heart that has lingered for years. Since we are to settle this before the Emperor today, then I must ask Your Highness. I ask myself, since entering the palace. I have never once provoked Your Highness, nor have I shown any disrespect to the royal family. What exactly have I done wrong? That your highness despises me so. So much that you, as my future husband, could stand by and let others even destroy my honor and personally take away my marriage. Why is all this happening?
Why? Xie Jingshu. A selfish and venomous woman like you. You have the nerve to ask me why? Have you forgotten the autumn hunt 12 years ago? Deep in the hunting ground, you and I were trapped by a wolf pack. The wolves were about to pounce and tear out my throat. What did you do? To save your own life, you pushed me out as bait and ran away without looking back. It was that frail Rugia, who couldn't even lift a heavy object at that critical moment, shot an arrow and saved me. A venomous woman like you. How dare you ask me why?
Your Highness, come back. It's dangerous ahead. Don't be afraid, Your Highness. Stay by the big tree. I'm fast on horseback. I'll go get help. Don't move, no matter what.
Wasn't it that year, Your Highness ignored my warnings and insisted on chasing that white deer into the forbidden area? I risked my life to go get help?
Shut up. Rugia told me herself back then. When she arrived, she saw you. Scared out of your wits. You could barely stay on your horse, yet you still abandoned me without looking back, and fled alone. What else do you have to say for yourself?
So that's how it is. So that's what happened. So from that moment on, Xie Rugia planted a thorn in the crown prince's heart, this very thorn, for 12 whole years. I've borne the infamy of abandoning the old to save myself, and he stole everything that should have been mine. Your Highness, you pride yourself on being wise and mighty. Have you never once used your brain to think? A girl who was only 5 at the time couldn't even lift a slightly heavier wooden sword. Such a little girl, could she, by herself, shoot and wound a full-grown wolf with one arrow, and even save you from a pack of wolves?
5 years old. Killed a wolf? How is that possible?
Bastard. Idiot. Haven't you disgraced yourself enough?
Guards. Hurry and take this madman, the crown prince, away from here. Don't let him keep spouting nonsense here, and defile his majesty's ears.
I apologize for the spectacle, my ministers.
Your Majesty is wise. We are deaf and blind today. We saw nothing.
Your Majesty is wise and decisive. Since Princess Jiaohua has been decided, then it's a double blessing. I have observed the celestial signs. 3 days from now is a rare auspicious day. Why not strike while the iron is hot, and send the princess on her way?
No, absolutely not. Jingshu has only just escaped from that conspiracy. Last night, she was even given by those villains a potent, dangerous drug. Her complexion hasn't even recovered yet. If she has to travel a long distance in 3 days, to the northern desert, I'm afraid she won't be able to endure it.
The Princess of Liang has boundless righteousness, so the northern desert naturally must show consideration. Since Lady Wang has spoken, let's each take a step back. Then 10 days from now, we'll officially depart in 10 days to welcome Princess Jiaohua.
Oh, look at this. The quality, the grandeur. This must be a personal gift from His Majesty. When Rugia marries into the palace, she'll be the crown princess. How could His Highness the Crown Prince treat her poorly? Our Rugia, she was born with a noble destiny, boundless fortune, all lies ahead.
This way. Watch your step. Carry it directly to the eldest Miss's courtyard, gently now.
Stop. You blind servants. Can't you see whose house this is? Where are you taking those? These were clearly bestowed by the palace to the second miss, to our future crown princess.
Madam, look carefully at these chests. By His Majesty's direct decree, these are the dowry gifts bestowed upon our Princess Jiaohua. Every single one of them bears the Imperial Household Department seal, the royal stamp. These have nothing to do with the second miss. If you insist on blocking them, that would be defying His Majesty's order.
Princess Jiaohua. What Princess Jiaohua? You little wretch, what nonsense are you talking? These gold and jewels were clearly bestowed by His Majesty to Rugia, to our future crown princess. Guards. Take this brazen, lying wench and seize her. Drag her out and beat her to death with clubs, then sell off her corpse. I'd like to see who dares to turn the CA mansion upside down.
I'd like to see who dares to touch my people.
Jingshu. Shouldn't you be at the Eastern Palace at this hour? Why are you back so suddenly? Where's Rugia? Wasn't she supposed to be receiving the title with you?
What is mother doing here? Why so angry? Even the imperial guards and matrons are alarmed. Qing Dai only spoke the truth, and you want to sell her off?
You insolent girl. These are gifts from the palace to Rugia, and you dared to have servants openly plunder them. As the head mistress of the CA mansion, disciplining an ignorant servant is only natural, isn't it?
Headmistress? A concubine raised to fill the wife's place. How dare you speak to me about the dignity of a mistress? Has mother forgotten whose spirit tablet sits in the main hall of this mansion?
Xie Jingshu, you are out of line. Do you have any respect for rank? Any filial piety? How dare you humiliate an elder like this? Believe it or not, I will report you to the magistrate tomorrow for unfilial conduct, and you'll never be able to hold your head up again.
You venomous woman. You dare speak of filial piety?
Master, weren't you supposed to be on your way back to the capital? Why are you back at this hour?
If I hadn't come back, how could I have witnessed with my own eyes how you poisonous woman, have been so brazen at home, daring to drug Jingshu? If I hadn't come back, how would I know you mother and daughter dared to collude, to deceive the emperor, swapping the fate tokens right under the royal nose, bidding the lives of the entire Xia family for your own glory and fortune? Look at the fine daughter you raised. Look what she did. On the day of the selection, in the Imperial Palace Hall, she had a public miscarriage. Now, every royal relative and court official in the whole of Dalian knows that the crown prince, before his marriage, had relations with your precious daughter and got her pregnant. The face of the Xia family has been completely ruined by you two jinxes.
No, this can't be. Absolutely impossible. Rugia told me clearly that the plan was flawless. Absolutely foolproof. As long as she marries him, she would be the honored crown princess. No one would ever find out.
Foolproof. You have the nerve to say foolproof? Do you know that the Fire Phoenix illusion barely won? That ominous black fire shot into the sky, and even His Majesty was alarmed. You and your daughter, for some wealth and glory, while scheming against Jingshu from the gutter, did you ever use your brain? Think about the heads of the 9 branches of the Xia clan. Are there enough to be chopped off? You're trying to drag the entire clan, hundreds of people, to be buried with you?
My lord, you can't be so biased. Rugia is your own flesh and blood too. She also carries the Xie family blood. Why should Jingshu, that jinx, why should she get to marry the crown prince and live a good life? Why, all the good reputation, the good marriage all hers. How can you bear to watch Rugia be sent to that desolate, cold place to suffer? My Rugia. She is the most promising daughter of the Xie mansion.
I didn't even dare enter our home. I didn't even take time to change out of my official robes. I rushed straight to the palace gate, knelt and begged forgiveness. And what happened? I, outside the Golden Throne Hall, without missing a single word, clearly heard everything about how you and your daughter started administering the poison, how you swapped the fate slips, the whole process. You two really are something. Your scheming was watertight. You even involved the ancestral tablets of the Xie family in your scheme. If it weren't for Jingshu receiving the title of Princess Jiaohua personally bestowed by His Majesty, and thus preserving the crumbling honor of the Xie clan, right now, you and I, and everyone in this courtyard, men, women, old, young, would have long been dragged to the Meridian Gate and beheaded. We'd be companions on the road to the underworld.
My lord, what are you saying? What princess? Rugia is clearly the true phoenix of destiny. How could she? How?
Guards, drag this malicious woman away. Lock her in the ancestral hall. Seal the doors and windows. Without my order, no one is allowed to visit her. Once the palace's verdict on Xie Rugia comes down, these two troublemakers will be dealt with according to family law. Jingshu. It's your father, who came too late.
In my past life, I bore the infamy of a deserted wife fleeing, and died miserably. Until my final breath, I never got to hear these gentle words from my father.
Jingshu, tell me honestly, father, do you truly want to go to the northern desert for a marriage alliance? I hear the Khan of the northern desert is already old, not much younger than I am, and he has many princes and princesses with complicated relationships. He is by no means a good match for you. Tell me, father, if you are unwilling. Take off this damn official robe right now. Even if it means losing this official robe, even if it means losing my head, I will go to the Golden Throne Hall and petition His Majesty, beg him to rescind the order. I cannot stand by and watch you jump into that pit of fire.
Father, you don't have to do this. The compensation His Majesty granted today is more than enough. As for the Khan of the northern desert you worry about, no matter how old he is, or how many princes and princesses he has, so what? Father, rest assured, your daughter, since she has survived the schemes and plots of this capital, and emerged, she will never be taken advantage of in the northern desert king's camp. Your daughter has plenty of ways to make herself live well on that land. Your Highness actually believed that a 5-year-old girl could, with a single arrow, shoot and wound a full-grown wolf, and save you?
"5 years old? Shirugia was only 5 years old back then. How could she possibly draw a bow strong enough to kill a wolf? I was fooled by such an easily see-through lie. For 12 whole years. Guards. Every maid and matron in this palace, every single one, call them all to the courtyard. Go fetch my bow, the lightest hunting bow. Stand up, try to draw this bow for me. Useless. Next. You. And you, both try. All you idle matrons, get out here and pull. Even these grown women struggle like this. Shirugia was only 5 back then. A little girl who could barely eat, a 5-year-old, how could she possibly draw a bow strong enough to wound a wolf? I actually, by a lie so easily seen through, was fooled for 12 whole years. Saddle my horse, saddle it now.
Let me out. You blind servants, do you know who I am? I am the Crown Princess of Daliang. You lovely jailers, how dare you treat me like this? When His Highness the Crown Prince arrives, I'll have him slice you all to death, none of you will survive.
Crown Princess, you're still dreaming in this prison. Now in the entire capital, who doesn't know you're a cursed, shameless scourge? Still hoping the Crown Prince will save you? Stop dreaming. Because of you, the Jinx, the Crown Prince's own position as heir, is hanging by a thread. How can he care about you?
Impossible. What do you little cuties know? The Crown Prince loves me more than his life. For me, he will surely change his mind. He will surely come with a grand sedan chair to take me out. You fools, just wait for your heads to roll. Your Highness, Rugia knew it. Rugia knew you still have me in your heart. You can't bear to let me go after all, right, Your Highness?
Open the door.
Your Highness. This Shirugia is a serious criminal. Without His Majesty's decree, opening the door privately is against the rules.
I am standing right here now, my word is the rule. Open the door. Do you hear me? Otherwise, I'll snap your neck right now, and let you go argue your rules with the King of Hell. Open the door now.
Your Highness, take me away. He must have gone to plead with the Emperor. As long as I can return to the Eastern Palace, I will still be the exalted crown princess. Xie Jingshu, you can't beat me. Your Highness, I'm so scared. Those jailers. They looked at me like I was an animal. And they said you didn't want me anymore. My heart is shattered.
Draw the bow.
Your Highness. What did you say? I barely escaped death. My hands and feet are still weak.
I said draw the bow. Pull it. Again. Keep pulling.
It hurts. It hurts. Your Highness, please, let go. You're hurting me. I won't do it anymore. Your Highness, what exactly are you trying to do? If you want my life, just say it. Why torture me like this?
Xie Rugia. You've been lying to me for 12 whole years. Xie Rugia. Look at this bow. Tell me. Back then, in the wolf pack during the autumn hunt, the one who drew the heavy bow and saved me. It wasn't you at all, was it? Speak. Why did you deceive me? Why did you make me feel like a fool, being played by you for 12 years?
I don't know what you're talking about, Your Highness. I don't understand. I really don't.
You don't know? Then let me help you remember. 12 years ago, you told me yourself that Xie Jingshu, to save her own skin, abandoned me as bait and ran away. You told me that your hands, too weak to even hold a needle, pulled the divine bow and saved me. It was you little wretch who personally fed these lies into my ears. You made me hate the one who truly saved me for 12 long years. You made me destroy my own benefactor with my own hands. Tell me, don't you deserve to die?
Your Highness, spare me. Rugia did all this only because I love you too much. My sister is lucky, she has everything. She has her prestigious maternal family backing her, and the legitimate status of the eldest daughter of the Xie family. Even the destined Phoenix Palace is hers. She was born destined to marry you and become the future empress. But what about me? I'm just a humble concubine's daughter. I have nothing. I only wanted Your Highness's eyes to look at me just a little more. Even if just one glance. Your Highness, I love you so much, I've gone mad.
Love. For this so-called love, I destroyed the one who truly saved me, ruined my reputation, ruined my position as crown prince. For you. For a little sweetheart like you. Didn't hesitate to publicly break off the engagement. For you, I angered the emperor at the grand selection and was ridiculed by all the court officials. I even, because of you, lost the crown prince position I had painstakingly built for over a decade. Now you tell me that for over 10 years, my 12-year revenge against Xie Jingshu was all based on lies. I hated the wrong person and loved the wrong person. Xie Rugia, do you know? What I hate most in this life is being deceived. Since you love me so much, that you didn't hesitate to ruin my life for me, then now please accompany me to hell.
Your Highness, no. I beg you, I don't want to die yet. Let me out. Your Highness, help. Help. Someone. Your Highness, I beg you, open the door. I'm still young. I don't want to die here. Help. Help.
Die. Chie Rugia. You stole 12 years of my life. You made me a complete laughingstock. Didn't you always say you loved me more than your own life? Since that's the case, then don't run. Stay here with me forever.
Rugia, my Rugia. Your Highness, the Crown Princess. Come back and take me. Rugia, my Rugia. Rugia.
Take this madwoman away. Send her back to her hometown in the countryside. Find some strong hands to keep a close watch on her. For the rest of her life, never let her set foot in the capital again.
Jingshu. The northern desert is bitter cold. The sandstorms are fierce. It's not as nurturing as our capital. Once you're there, remember to be cautious in everything. When it gets cold, remember to wear thick clothes. Don't make yourself suffer.
Jingshu. This journey to the northern desert spans thousands of miles. 1,000 miles away. Your father's heart.
Father, aunt, rest assured, I've already died once. Nothing in this world can defeat me. Once I'm in the northern desert, I will take good care of myself. I will never let my family worry. Farewell, capital. The road ahead is uncertain. That rumored man-eating court of the northern desert, how could it be a smooth and easy path?
Princess, looking back like this, are you reluctant to leave this bustling capital?
A little. After all, I lived 2 lives there. All my love, hate, and grudges are buried there. But Your Highness, Daliang and the Northern Desert have formed an alliance. I wish to know, the Khan who will soon be my husband, what kind of person His Majesty truly is.
Princess, don't worry about those rumors. I will protect you.
Such a heart-wrenching promise. In what capacity is he speaking to me? Thank you, Your Highness.
The current is swift, Princess, but don't be afraid, we've added stabilizing stones to the boat's bottom. Princess, please follow me. The carriage can't cross. Later, ride my horse to wade through.
Okay. Your Highness. Let the servants handle these rough tasks.
The mountain roads are treacherous. I'm worried. Princess, why aren't you asleep yet? The night is deep and the dew is heavy. Be careful not to catch a cold.
I can't sleep. I keep thinking about how much farther we have to travel tomorrow, so I came out to get some air.
Our northern desert may not be as bustling as the capital, but we have the strongest liquor and the brightest stars. In spring, the grasslands are covered with wildflowers. In summer, we have bonfire parties at night. In autumn, we hunt and race horses. In winter, we drink milk tea around the fireplace. Life is tough, but it has its own joys.
Hearing you say that, Your Highness, it makes me, your subject, feel a bit more drawn to this land beyond the Great Wall, a bit more longing. Strong liquor, fine horses, bonfires, and stars. Sounds more free and exhilarating than the pearl walls and tiled roofs of the capital, more carefree. The great Liang is already a thing of the past. This Khan of the northern desert. Is he really as old and decrepit as the rumors say? Or is there more to him? Your subject, Xie Jingshu, pays respects to His Majesty the Khan. Why does this touch feel so familiar?
My princess, sorry to keep you waiting.
Aren't you the envoy?
Let me reintroduce myself. I am Helian Yan, Khan of the Northern Desert.
The old Khan. Didn't they say the Khan was advanced in years? How? How can it be him?
My father is advanced in years. He abdicated in my favor half a year ago. But news travels slowly in Great Liang. They still think the one on the throne is an old man. I could have stayed in the royal court, but I insisted on leading the delegation to Great Liang myself, to personally pick up my bride.
None of this was a coincidence. It was clearly his calculated favor, step by step. You were watching me make a fool of myself the whole time. Helian Yan, you tricked me. You watched me be scared and worried in front of you. Did you think it was funny?
It's my fault. Is it too late to apologize now? My princess.
Let go. Who's your princess? The Princess Zhaohua of Great Liang. Hasn't even picked her man yet.
Jingshu, in the Golden Throne Hall of Great Liang, I witnessed all the injustices you suffered. Watched you be schemed against by those scoundrels. Slandered by that fool. My heart ached. Please believe me. I will spend the rest of my life making it up to you. The Northern Desert, though not as prosperous and splendid as Great Liang, but here, there's no deceit or intrigue. By my side, Helian Yan, you will have true respect, and absolute freedom. My princess. It's late.